Hey everybody, it's Alan here. There's a little bit of plant from my backyard. We're going to be talking about backyard analytics again. And I think this is, I guess, number 5, I guess 6. I never remember what number I'm on. And I'm in my backyard. It's a Wednesday evening. I don't know, about 5:30, quarter to 6 here in the Toronto area. And I'm going to talk about A/B testing today. And you might be wondering, what can I do in my backyard that's about A/B testing? You wonder why I may have opened up on the first screen on a plant that's growing. So we're going to switch over and I'll talk about A/B testing. So for everybody's knowledge, when we talk about A/B testing, what we're talking about is comparing two things against each other over a set period of time. Now, what is typically when you're doing a website, you might be testing, do they like the logo on the left or logo on the right? And you want to run that over a period of a week or 1,000 sessions or something of that nature. It gives you an opportunity to see, does that change user behavior? So colors of checkout buttons, of add to shopping cart buttons, location and navigations are things you change. And if you're using Google Analytics, they have a great way of doing experiments which you can test multiple combinations at random, start and tie that into conversion points. You might want to test landing pages from PPC. You could test different ads through A/B testing, and you put those in random rotation, just check that they're all coming to the same landing page, but which ad's getting more clicks, and then which ad from the landing page is driving more traffic into it, and you do it over the same period of time. So how do you do A/B testing in a garden? So I'm going to talk about some of the plants that I got growing here this summer. There we go. And this is red leaf lettuce. There you go. You can see the label there. And it's actually, I put a fair number of seeds in here, and I'm probably going to have to split this up because it's just taken off. And keep an eye on that one. I'm going to carry this one over. Whoa! Past some other. And this is green leaf lettuce. It's essentially the same variety, just different color. This one was actually planted the day before, and you can see how dismal it's looking. It doesn't even look like we're going to get anything out of it. They came up fairly quick. They came up about the same time. And what's the difference? Well, let's take a look. One's a pot. One, you can see the soil's a little bit higher than the other one. I didn't fill this huge container, and I spread them out. Here I clumped them together. Also, they were in different spots in my backyard. And what do different spots in a backyard make? Oh, by the way, there's some basil growing and parsley. The difference in the backyard is the amount of sunlight they are getting. My backyard, I'm looking right now to the south, so if you're looking at me, you're looking north, and I have, behind me, you can see thick woods, so I don't get any sun when it's in the west. I only get the sun when it's coming from the south side, and a little bit over the top, and I had some on the other side, because people were telling me, oh, you should plant your lettuce on this side of your house, and on that side. Well, not that side of my house, there's my house. And they said, oh, put it over there, and that's where I put one there, and I put one on the west side, one on the east side, and you can see the difference. Now, of course, it could be the difference of how high up from the ground, how much sunlight, but they've been getting about the same amount of water, and that's A/B testing. So if I decide to grow leafy lettuce again next year, I know, do not grow it on the east side of my backyard, grow it on the west side, and make sure it's high up in the pot, things of that nature. And that's what A/B testing is all about. Once again, applying this to your website, to your internet marketing, your digital marketing, you want to test two objects, and you need to test them at the same time. One of the biggest mistakes people make is testing them at different times. Oh, we'll test this design this week, and then we'll switch over next week, and we'll test the next design. The problem with that is, this is this week, that is next week. If I was testing this in my backyard, one week may have been sunnier than the next week, or there may have been more rain and less rain. Those are why you need to do A/B testing simultaneously. You're testing two things, one against the other in the same time at random. Visitor A, first visitor gets this one, the next visitor gets that one. You keep it sticky back and forth. And then you want to do it until you've had a statistically significant amount of sessions or conversions, depending what your goal of your site is. So on that note, I'm going to wrap up today's Periscope session of Backyard Analytics. I'll be posting this onto YouTube probably late tonight. And if you have any questions, comments, you can comment on the YouTube page. Just search for on YouTube Backyard Analytics on the particular, or find me on Twitter, AKNECHT, same as my Periscope handle. So at AKNECHT, that's for Alan Connect. And send me your questions, send me your ideas, because I'm, going to have to come up with a couple more ideas for my backyard besides how often do I have to cut the grass. And that's it. So enjoy the rest of your week. I'm going to be heading off, taking in some of the Pan Am festivities over the next few days here in Toronto. For those who don't know, the Pan Am Games, that's Canada, US, North America, South America, Caribbean, are all here in athletic competition. So it's getting a lot of hype now, and buzz is building. So have a great week, everybody, and until the next Backyard Analytics.